Hello students, this is chemistry session for class 10th and today I have taken the topic chemicals from common salt. But before we start this class, I am going to discuss an important question related to pH, because in the last video I had discussed about pH. So, today I am taking a question which is related to pH. So, let us see. Suppose there are 5 solutions A, B, C, D, E. These are the 5 solutions and their pH values are given. Four, 3, 7, 11, 9. Okay. So, you can see there are 5 solutions A, B, C, D and E, and their pH values are respectively 4, 3, 7, 11, 9. So, from this question, from this information which is given, there is some questions. Number 1, which solution is strongly acidic? Which solution is strongly acidic? To answer this question, first of all, see the pH values. Solution is strongly acidic, you have to name the solution. So, it means the solution is acidic. First of all, find out which solutions are acidic, then you can say which solution is strongly acidic. So, you can see solution A has pH value 3 and solution B it has pH value 4 and B has pH value 3. Okay. So, these two solutions have pH values less than 7. These two solutions have pH value less than 7. Okay. So, it means these two solutions are actually acidic in nature. Okay. Now, you have to tell which solution is strongly acidic. So, strongly acidic means I had given you some clues. Lesser the pH value, you can see that lesser the pH value, greater the hydrogen ion concentration and more acidic is the solution. So, which solution which has lesser pH value will have greater H plus ion concentration, and it means that solution will be strongly acidic. So, out of A and B, B has pH value 3, it means it has lesser pH value. Okay. So, this solution has greater hydrogen ion concentration. It means solution B is strongly acidic. So, the answer is, what is the answer? Solution B. Solution B is strongly acidic. Okay. Now, second question. Which solution is strongly alkaline? Which solution is strongly alkaline? Alkaline means basic. So, first of all, there are 5 solutions. So, find out if there is one or more solution which is basic in nature or which is alkaline. So, you can see solution D, it has pH value 11 and E, it has pH value 9. So, these two solutions having pH value greater than 7. It has pH value greater than 7. It means these two solutions are alkaline in nature, or you can say basic in nature. So, which solution is strongly alkaline? So, surely the answer will be D or E out of these two solutions. Okay. So, you can see from the clue that greater the pH value, lesser the H plus ion concentration, and more alkaline is the solution. Means the solution which has greater pH value, that solution has lesser H plus ion concentration, and that solution will be strongly alkaline. So, what will be the answer? The answer is solution D. This solution is strongly alkaline. Okay. And now, next question is, which solution is neutral? So, this is very easy. As you know, the solution is neutral if it has pH value 7. Okay. So, you can see this solution has pH value 7, because if any solution has pH value 7, that solution will be neutral. So, the answer is solution C. This solution is neutral. And one more question. Which solution is weakly acidic? So, these two solutions are acidic. So, this solution is weakly acidic. So, answer is solution A. It is weakly acidic. And now, take a screenshot of it. Now, let us start the topic. How different chemicals can be prepared from common salt? As you know, many types of salts are dissolved in seawater, and these salts are recovered from seawater. Okay? And common salt is one of the important salt which is recovered from seawater. Okay? This is as you know, sodium chloride this is common salt, and it is recovered from seawater, and as you know, this salt is neutral in nature, and it is important raw material in the preparation of many chemicals. So, how sodium chloride is used in the preparation of many important chemicals? Let us see. So, one of the important chemical is caustic soda. Caustic soda. Actually, caustic soda is NaOH. Sodium hydroxide is caustic soda. And how it is prepared from sodium chloride? Actually, when electric current is passed through the aqueous solution of sodium chloride, caustic soda is prepared. So, let us see. For this purpose, two electrodes are used. Okay. Aqueous solution of sodium chloride is filled in this tank. This is NaCl solution, sodium chloride solution, and aqueous solution of sodium chloride. This is called brine. Okay. So, this brine solution is filled in the tank, and then electric current is passed through brine solution. Okay. So, by passing electric current through brine solution, sodium hydroxide is prepared. As you know, this is positive electrode and positive electrode is anode and negative electrode is cathode. Okay. So, how this reaction takes place? It is prepared by passing electric current through brine solution. Actually, solution of sodium chloride in water, this is called brine. Okay. So, NaCl aqueous, because this is brine solution plus water, it is liquid on passing electric current, electricity, NaOH aqueous plus Cl2 gas plus hydrogen gas. So, when electric current is passed through brine solution, caustic soda is formed and it is collected at the base of anode, and the two gases are also released, chlorine gas and hydrogen gas. These gases are liberated or released at electrodes. So, chlorine gas is released at anode and hydrogen gas is released at cathode. Make it very clear. Chlorine gas is released at anode and hydrogen gas is released at cathode. So, these gases are very important and these are used in chemical industries also. So, as I have discussed, sodium hydroxide, which is prepared in this process, it is collected near the base of anode and it is passed through this. So, this is caustic soda, NaOH. So, this process is called, the name of this process, it is called chlor-alkali process. This is industrial process. Here chlor means chlorine and alkali means NaOH, because in this reaction sodium hydroxide is alkali and chlorine gas is liberated. So, this process is called chlor-alkali process. Okay. Now, take a screenshot of it. Now, there are some important uses of caustic soda. So, you must remember it. Uses of caustic soda, how it is used. Number 1, it is used for degreasing metals. Means caustic soda is used to remove grease from metal surface. So, it is used for degreasing metals. It is also used in soap and detergent industries. Soap and detergents industries. Okay. It is also used in making artificial fibers. Used in making artificial fibers. And it is used for degreasing metal. It is used in soap and detergent industries. It is used in making artificial fibers. It is also used in paper industries. You must remember these uses of caustic soda. It is very important and it can be asked in the board examination also. Now, another important chemical is, it is very common, bleaching powder. Bleaching powder, it has formula its chemical formula is CaOCl2 and chemical name is calcium oxychloride. So, this is chemical name and this is chemical formula and this is commercial name. So, if it is asked what is commercial name of calcium oxychloride, so you can answer bleaching powder is commercial name and chemical name is calcium oxychloride and its chemical formula is calcium oxychloride means CaOCl2. Okay. And now let us see how it is prepared. It is prepared by passing chlorine gas on dry slagged lime. So, this is method of preparation, and now let us see how this reaction take place. CaOH whole twice, it is slaked lime, and when chlorine gas is passed on dry slaked lime, bleaching powder is formed. It is CaOCl2 plus H2O. This is required product. Calcium oxychloride means this is bleaching powder. So, how bleaching powder is prepared? It is prepared by passing chlorine gas on dry slaked lime, okay, and this is chemical reaction related to this. And now, important uses of bleaching powder. So, how bleaching powder is useful? So, uses of bleaching powder. This is also very important. Number 1, it is used in cotton and linen, or you can write like this, for bleaching cotton and linen fibers in textile industries. Okay. So, it is widely used for bleaching cotton and linen fibers in textile industries. It is also used in laundry for what purpose? For bleaching washed cloths. Okay. So, it is widely used in laundry also for bleaching purpose, and it is also used for disinfecting drinking water, means bleaching powder kills germs present in drinking water. So, it is also used for disinfecting drinking water. So, these are some important uses of bleaching powder. Okay. Now, take a screenshot of it. Now, this class is over and we will discuss some other important chemicals in the next class. Thank you, students.